Partners Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. Last outing for Lee put the hammer down on them.
They just weren't challenged. I mean, nearly as much as they should have been.
In its heels practically the entire game.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. So for Brooklyn at the two-guard position. Now here is Lowry. In the game against Boston, very impressive. Shots good by Middleton.
How good was Chris Middleton? Last season, he's always a deep shooter who could stretch the floor. He hits the weight room in the offseason and became a much stronger.
Lowry has the open look. The quick look, no good that time. Gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Lets it go with a three. A nice shot by Arthur. Arthur's got 6.
Yeah, perfect release that time. I mean, I thought it might get blocked, but no.
Yeah, he was giving up a lot of size in that particular matchup, but showed the excellent ability to get off that shot despite the disadvantage in size.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
Rebound, Brooklyn.
And just because you can make it from outside doesn't mean you need to live there.
Not that far out anyway, Greg. I mean, he can work for a better shot than that.
And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes play. Shots good by Middleton.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Man showing some terrific range. And that's now 9 points for the Prodigy. The Nets have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Outside Lowry. Embiid the screen. And Middleton the bucket on the assist by Thomas. 8 points for Chris Middleton.
No misses for him yet in this quarter. Solid as a rock.
Nets were pretty far back from relevance at times last season, as we saw. It took a late season hot streak for them, Greg, to get into the playoff picture.
Yeah, and that was a neck-and-neck race with the Pacers right till the very end. Not exactly what they had in mind at the start of the season, but they did pull through.
Now, here's Lowry. Young outside for 3. Here's Embiid, and he slams it one-handed.
Just not enough bodies on the glass right there.
You got to get your body between that other player and the ball.
Here's Arthur after the basket by Brooklyn. Humphries with a screen on Lowry. Arthur, the long-distance three is buried. Arthur's got 15.
And, you know, for the Nets, they ended up being bounced out of the first round, fell to the #1 seed Hawks. They put up a good fight against Atlanta and made the series interesting, but still came up short.
Now here's Embiid. No good with the layup.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
Arthur with it. Really played well against Milwaukee his last outing. That one does not go. It puts him at 5 for 9 from the field. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock, and that's a foul called on Chris Humphries. That's his first foul. Outside Lowry. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. Lowry's got his first bucket of the night. 12 seconds left to play in the first quarter. From deep. The rebound by Hansbrough. Here's Ross. And he hits the buzzer beater.
And he beats the buzzer to end the quarter.
Terrific shot there. I mean, he was calm. He was...
And a chance to hear from point guard Kyle Lowry about the chemistry of this Raptors team. They're all pulling in the same direction.
You know, we got a group of guys who came in and bought into the...
The question is whether or not that team unity, as rare as it is making a difference for the Raptors. Does it make Kyle Lowry any better? Do they just give it more time?
You know, you could argue it both ways, Kevin, because it's worked both ways. I mean, teams that couldn't stand one another have won rings, and so have tight-knit groups who were really close. So there's really no magic formula. I think there's a little bit of art to go with the science in that.
Neither team able to build much of a lead up to this point as we start the second quarter. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
I tell you what, the scoring has come in threes for the most part here so far.
Every time down the floor, it seems they're knocking down the triple.
Derrick Rose is out there with Terry. Then there's Boris Diaw. Then it's Chris Humphries. And it's Stevenson in at the 3, the small forward. And for Brooklyn, Tyler Hansbrough out there with Adams. Then it's Exum. Then it's Terrence Ross. And it's Lowry in at the 1 spot.
Derrick Rose possesses a great skill set, ball handling, passing, and understanding of how to score. First rookie to ever win the All-Star Weekend Skills Challenge.
So both teams making some changes here. And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. There's the bucket, good. Nets trail by 6. Now Exum, a 14-point game for him in the win against Boston.
And what I enjoyed when watching that game was the way he balanced getting his shot and also incorporating his teammates.
Gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Stevenson passes to Dunleavy. Marjanovic. The rebound by the Nets.
And they're facing the team that dismissed them from the postseason last year. So certainly a little payback in mind.
Greg, we know that's in the past. You can't change that for sure. Nevertheless, a win would be sweet.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Embiid's checked in. Terrence Ross, an explosive young player who can really put on a show. Clark jaw-dropping, highlight reel dunks on his special.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Tremendous athlete, great bounce and elevation and creativity. Won the slam dunk contest as a rookie.
Here's Embiid. Rebounded by McDermott.
I still can't believe that one didn't fall.
Redick with it. Now guarded by Middleton. Lets it go from the wing. Good. He hits the jump shot.
And back to Terrence Ross. Sometimes the show he puts on is of the scoring variety. He threw in 51 against the Clippers 2 seasons ago. Great lift and form on his shot.
And it's slammed in. By Diaw.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there. You know, one thing I think about with Terrence Ross is he can be all or nothing. His game moves up and down like a roller coaster or an echocardiogram. I mean, he's up, he's way up, and he's down. Look out below. And for Dante Exum, the first point guard chosen in the 2014 draft, number 5 overall, actually, he was taken over 2 other very talented and arguably more proven point guards coming in, those being Marcus Smart and Elfrid Payton.
The prodigy, he's checked in for Derrick Rose. And a change for the Nets. Thomas is checked in. Off the pick. And the dunk by Arthur.
And that's such solid, fundamental basketball on display right there, guys.
You talk about it all the time, Greg. Yeah, great use of the pick to set up the dunk.
And, guys, it was a terrific understanding between teammates that made that possible. They really did read each other well there.
And he gets it to go. And talking about Dante Exum last year, he showed scouts were right. And they said he isn't a finished product. He only shot 35% from the field, put up much smaller numbers than other top rookie point guards like, Smart and Payton.
But looking 3 or 4 years out, you may be singing. And it was the screen there, guys, that freed him up as he ran his man into it.
And then it was all acceleration, GA, to the bucket right after that.
Almost a backboard breaker.
Special thanks to Kia for that sweet Kia Slam Cam replay. Here's Redick. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Yeah, high percentage shots are what they are getting in terms of the attempts, and that's just not going to get it done. They've got to figure it out.
Lowry drives in, hits the front of the rim and out. And stolen by Kyle Lowry. And so that brings the first half to a close. The home team up by 10. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in just a moment.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Ernie and Big Fella, let's get your thoughts on the home team.
The three-point shot was their best friend. I agree with the strategy. When it's working, take advantage of it. I don't really...
And that's it for halftime, as the second half is just about to get...
And the second half about to start here in just a few moments.
Been a stellar outing in this one for Arthur. He's got 19 points. And talk about the 3-ball for him. Wow, unbelievable from long distance.
Clark, there have been some fireworks from deep today. Boy, he is just dangerous out there.
We got Doug McDermott. Prodigy is out there with J.J. Redick. Then it's Chris Humphries. They're the group for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. The first one falls. So he gets them both. Now here's Lowry. Inside, here's Embiid, and he jams it with authority.
Nothing fancy there. Didn't need it.
Nope. His only concern right now, Clark, is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points.
I like the simplicity.
Well, there's also style just with the fact that he's able to have that kind of a finish, though. Still, I'd like to sign with a playoff contender. The Wizards turned out to be even more than that, with the 4th best record in the East, and Humphries helped them to get there, averaging about 6.5 boards per game.
And Embiid throws it down.
And check out the bounce.
Oh, bounce to the ounce. Clark, how about that?
Yeah.
All right,
You
showing
said
him
it,
off
Kevin.
right there. Good move.
You said it, my man.
Oh, my goodness. He's just getting nasty on him now. Wow.
Yeah, now that they've built up a lead, this is when he really breaks out those incredibly slick moves.
Man, like a Ginsu knife, just slicing and dicing.
And the highlight reel replay brought to you by Kia. Good stuff on that Kia Slam Cam. Nets trail by 11. 4-on-3 break. It's blocked. And here comes the break. Here's Arthur. Plenty of room around him, and it's good. Arthur's got 7 points for the quarter.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. It's been quite a game for the Prodigy.